Welcome everyone to CypherHaunt. My name is Yuri Lavor and this is part 4 of Big Money. Now previously we talked about how hedge funds and banks are investing a lot of money into the crypto exchanges in order to control them, and how governments are going to be coming out with new regulations in order to control them as well. So why are they doing it? Well, because over 99% of all of the cryptocurrency transactions currently pass through centralized exchanges such as Coinbase, Idex, Binance, and Bittrex, and so on. So your decentralized assets are being stored and traded on centralized platforms that are later on going to be controlled by someone else. Even though you keep your money on a wallet, as soon as you bring it to an exchange, you don't really have full control of it. They can come up with new rules, new fees, new hold, and so on. So what could be the answer or the solution in order for you to fully have control of your crypto? Well, one way would be with decentralized exchanges. Now, none of this is financial advice, you guys. It's my opinion only. Please do your own research before investing or trading. So when you look at the decentralized exchanges, there is a lot of pros and there is a lot of cons. But before we talk about that, let's look at the security and let's see what do we lose by not having stable coin or bonuses like Binance coin, for example, that we cannot use on a decentralized exchange just yet. So if we were to look at the safety features, well, in the first 4 months of 2018 alone, more than 730 million in cryptocurrency has been stolen by hackers from centralized exchanges, along with private keys and personal data. So not only that they have your funds, but they also know where you live. If you were to use a decentralized exchange, you could have been totally anonymous and you do not need to upload any passport, any type of ID on that exchange. And decentralized exchanges also allow decentralized servers. What does that mean? It's basically that all of their servers aren't located in a single location and are often spread around the world. So some servers can be truly decentralized by existing solely on the cloud. This method of hosting can make decentralized exchanges much harder to hack than traditional hosted exchanges, thus making the use of data and funds more secure. So when it comes to safety, decentralized exchanges are more safe than centralized ones. Now, when we talk about stablecoins, I like to bring out the example of Tether, for example. So Tether just issued another 250 million of new Tether coins. And being that it's such a controversial coin, Tether has been criticized for its lack of transparency after it broke ties with auditing firm of Fredman LLP before the official audit could be conducted. So if we think about it this way, let's say they do get audited sometime next week, and it turns out they do not have the funds to back up all the Tether that they have issued. The credibility would be gone, the coin would be done, and you pretty much would lose all of your money if you would have it in Tether. Now, last thing would be about the Binance coin. So if we look at the Binance coin, about the differences of how much you actually gain versus how much you would gain by using decentralized exchange with lower fees, well, overall, lower fees are actually better because you can trade any coin. It doesn't matter if it goes into which one, right? Now, the biggest issue about decentralized exchanges would be their liquidity. So if we compare the liquidity of centralized exchanges, it doesn't even come close. So the first exchange is OKX, that's the biggest in the world, and they do $1.3 billion in volume. And the second one is Binance, and it's close to $1 billion, right? Well, the decentralized exchanges comes up first, does 9.4 million. So big difference. And I think the reason why is because of marketing, and people are still scared and not aware of how good the exchange is. Now, sure, when we look at, for example, OKX, they do have a big list of coins that they list. I think it's over 462. But index is not that bad. I mean, they actually list 285. Now, you can only use Ethereum to trade different coins. So basically, it's a ERC20 tokens. But still, 285 is not bad. The biggest thing, I think, is because people tend to trade a lot of Bitcoin. So it's not available on Idex, and Tether, which is also not available on Idex. So once we get through, maybe we can picture a stable coin, for example, Ethereum. And now, all of a sudden, IDEX would become, the leader. Now, also, when it comes to user interface, I actually used it, and to me, you guys, it's no different than any other exchange. It's pretty straightforward. You have a wallet, you send your money in there, you transfer it to the actual exchange, then you can do the limit purchases if you want to, you can buy and sell. Very, very easy and self-explanatory. I would, of course, recommend, after reading a couple of issues that came up with IDEX, is that you want to use a Nano S hardware wallet, and you want to use MetaMask whenever you bring the money in and out to have the full security of the site. But if you compare it to anything else, I mean, it has so many different coins. And the beauty of it is that whenever the ICO finishes and the coins come out, it usually comes out or IDEX, because it doesn't have to, no one has to pay a big fee in order to get on. Now, if you compare it, for example, to the exchange such as Binance, well, Binance charges like enormous amounts in order for you to list your tokens on there. So essentially, IDEX could be a lot more liquidity if people actually use it, right? So they're not afraid to actually use it. Now, another exchange that I would recommend would be Waves. Again, this is only up to you, not a financial advice, you guys, but they actually do use Bitcoin, and they have their own Waves coin. So essentially, it could give you like the voting rights, and later on, if the Waves does go up, you can essentially make a lot more money there. Now, the last thing that I want to mention is that basically those are the two that are currently working, but there's so much more in progress, right? So we have 0x, we have the air swap, we have Binance is doing their own decentralized exchange. So I truly do believe that decentralized exchanges are going to be the future of crypto. And if we look at the pros, that it's not regulated, is fully anonymous. I mean, you do have your private key, but you don't need to put any ID there. It has lower fees. It has safer, better security with decentralized services, and you get to control your own funds. I do believe it's a better way. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you all think. Thank you. Bye.